Do you like doing stand-up more or comedic acting?
Well, I don't know which one I like more. Well, of course I know which one. I like doing stand-up more because stand-up is instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like at the same time, it's like you're not there so much for the money. You're there to connect with people, and the energy there is just like it's always different. So it always feels different. There's been times when I've been on stage and I've been like, yeah, this is an outer body experience right now. Like, I don't feel like I'm up here. I feel like I'm watching me talk to people and we're just all on this like crazy plane in heaven or some shit. You know
Did you ever start doing shows out of state?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been out. I went on tour with Ja. I've done a little tour by myself. I've been kind of all over the place. It's so much easier making people laugh out of state. Mm-hmm. It's so much easier.
LA's a tough crowd.
People want to see people. So if they don't know who you are, then it's like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? And they won't laugh. Like some people just won't laugh. But then sometimes that's just your energy too at the same time.
Right.
So you just have to be. You know how it is. Like, did you just play sports too?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Volleyball, a little basketball.
You play volleyball?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I traveled the United States.
That's fire though.
Junior Olympics,
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's lit.
Because I'm from Puerto Rico. Early age.
Were you a center?
Yeah, when I got,
You were a Puerto Rican volleyball player.
Yeah.
That is fire. You probably had all the girls.
Not really.
No?
It was so much disappointment in your voice. No, not really.
No. You have to lead with volleyball, Puerto Rican volleyball player.
Yeah, but, from 12 to 14, Puerto Rico got the U.S. because we were kind of more skilled, but then those motherfuckers got really tall. Yeah. And then there was no chance.
Yeah. You like the tallest person in Puerto Rico.
Not really, but I see what you're doing.
But yeah, I know volleyball players. So volleyball, they're literally on the back row. They have 7-footers back there.
Yeah,
it's a big sport.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't have a chance, Alejandro.
No.
All you had is them 2 years.
Nah, man.
At least y'all had them 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're cocky too. Like we like to spike the ball really down to the ground, make a statement. But once you go against the mountains and the trees, just physics, it's not gonna work. Geometry? Yeah. Okay, what was your question about me playing sports?
That was it. I was asking you to play sports.
Okay.
No, because it's like I forgot where we were.
Competition, the competition that creates.
It's like getting on stage. It's like it's like that battle. It's like that battle of working by yourself, getting better. And it's like you just get up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know when you're doing something comedically in a sketch or getting in a movie, you really don't know. So you just kind of give your best effort and you kind of just step off and it is what it is.
Like the editor can fuck you over. Because a performance, you're really relying on the editor if he cuts, towards,
For sure. But at the same time, like the best thing about that is like people see you, all the people that you work with, like, and you're just like, all right, yeah, cool. Like that's you know what I'm saying? That's the business. Like that's it. So you meet somebody on set, they love you, they put you in something else. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's easy, but somebody can still mess up your performance if they edit it a certain way or do whatever. But when you talking about comedy, it's raw. It's in your face. It's right there. Did I make you laugh? How'd you feel when I just told that joke? Like, you know what I'm saying? How did I just like offend you in some kind of way? And I do that. I have offensive joke. I have jokes where I make you feel like this is the dumbest shit I ever heard. Next thing you know, you laughing.
Have you had like troubles with the audience before? Any
everybody
hecklers?
has. Everybody
have
has.
They attacked you?
No, I haven't had anybody attack me. And that's the thing too. Like doing my shows, like people used to do certain things. I remember one time this guy, he was just talking a little too much, and he knew a guy that was there. So he didn't know like the etiquette of like, you can't get up during the show. Like he came and sat in the front. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to him and I'm messing with him. Then he starts kind of going back and forth with me. And I'm like, hey, man. Like at some point, I'm like, hey, shut up. You know what I mean? And that's just what I say. Like that's how I talk. People laugh when I say it because it's just funny. It's funny to say. But, you know, I started bagging on him a little bit. I told him he had leather knuckles and all this other crazy stuff. People laughed. And then it was just, all right, we're done. You know what I mean? Let me move on. So as we're trying to move on, he just gets up and just walks out. I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Like, chill out. Like, sit down. You can't just get up in the middle of the show and just be walking around and doing all this crazy stuff. Like, chill out. You already made it bad, and now you sitting up here doing all this stuff. So when I got off stage, I pulled him outside. And I was just going to go out there and talk to him, right? And, like, I didn't anticipate this, but I already knew. Like, I kind of knew. Like, you know, I know I got some gangster ass friends. You know what I'm saying? And no matter if they gangster, I even got real estate friends that's crazy as hell. So you got your gangster friends and you got your real estate friends.
Right.
Everybody, I'm talking to that. I probably had like 7 dudes at that door. Like, I'm sitting there talking to him like, hey, bro, you can't do this. I'm just talking to him regular. We good, but you can't do this. I looked to the right and he looked and everybody just standing there. Like, is it time to go? Like, are we, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are we stabbing him or what? It's like, chill out, guys. Go in the show. So, yeah, like I don't know if that answers the question, but there's a lot of stuff that you got to deal with.
Sounds like you dealt with a heckler.
Yeah. I've dealt with one. I mean, the worst heckle I've ever gotten was just this white lady. She said, not funny, real loud. And it was just like, I mean, you know what I did? Sometimes I'm just stubborn. Like I said, like I'll just like, all right, y'all don't like this? I'm gonna give y'all my worst jokes. And I'm gonna tell them, and I'm not gonna care. And that's what I did. It was a clean show and everything. And I'm sitting there, I'm telling the jokes. But I noticed, it was crazy because I noticed that everybody is looking at her. They're looking at this girl, they're looking at this lady to see if she's laughing. And then they laugh. And I'm sitting there like, what is this? Like, and it kind of just threw me off. And at that time in my career, I didn't know how to deal with that. So I was just like, all right, whatever. Y'all ain't gonna laugh. And then she said it. That lady said, not funny. I'm like, oh, like you hating on me. And I'm just like, okay, cool. And that show was just that show. And then we did another show. They were mostly the same people. I came in and murdered. And they were like, oh my God, you're so funny. I'm like, yeah, but y'all wasn't laughing last time. So it's just that.
How was season 4 of The Lesbian Homie going?
It's going good. It's going good. There's a lot of twists and turns in this season. We made sure that we put some things in here that's gonna have people like kind of at the edge of their seats.
And what's your because you're a writer, you're an actor and writer on the show. Mm-hmm. How does the writing process for the show kind of go?
Basically, it's simple. We kind of sit down. We all get together. This time we use more writers. So we get together. We outline it. Make sure the outline's to our liking, and we just get to writing. You know what I'm saying? We write the scripts, but you know we pretty much break everything down beat by beat, and be like, yeah, this is what we like. This episode looks good. Let me do this episode. Let me write this episode. Simple stuff.
So what was your first video that you placed on YouTube that went crazy?
The one that went crazy was when the homegirl shoots her shot.
When your homegirl shoots her shot?
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's my homegirl. She comes over, and I'm just the oblivious friend that doesn't know that she's trying to give me the panty draws. And she just like, yeah, like, thank you for letting me come over and go to sleep. And I'm like, oh, okay. You can either sleep in my room or you can sleep on the couch. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep in your room because you know I have reverse scoliosis. I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, I guess. And I'm like, Usain Bolt got that. She's like, yeah. So she was making excuses just to get in there, just right. And then we fast forward to me and her in the bed. I'm laying there. She's laying next to me and she's scooting up. She putting her her butt all on me and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, I'm like, what's up with you? Like, what's going on? And, I've been in this position.
Right.
Like plenty of times, pretty much I've fumbled. I've fumbled the buns or, we've all fumbled.
I fumbled.
And it's just like, damn.
Have you not very often.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a fumbler. Nah. He's a Dolphin. He doesn't fumble. But no, so it's just that one. That's the one that kind of went crazy. She ends up telling me straight out, like, I'm trying to have sex. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I called my friend. This is hilarious. I called a homie to come smash. It's just stupid. And that's the one that really went. That really went.
And after something like that happens, so you're like, okay, let me tailor my comedy towards, like, relationship, sex type of stuff, or
I see. I know. Yeah.
Or
I mean, what I do is I always, if something works, yes, you say, all right, this worked. Let me do more of this, and then you still have your other things that you do that's still creative, that like really get you going. And there's a lot of videos that I've done to where I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this out here like this, see if they like this. So you're always testing the waters. You're always throwing stuff out there just to see if they gonna like it. I've done certain characters, like my Melvin character. And this is like a serious character. People was like, dang, I don't even know you can act like that. It's just like, yeah. And it's just me. I'm stone faced. And that's crazy because it's more of like, that's more in me than not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, historically, comedians are great serious actors.
For sure. But I'm just talking like his whole demeanor. He's just this gangster ass dude that just doesn't. He's just no nonsense. And he says he'll do something like he'll go and he'll holler at your girl, and then you'll get mad at it, and he'll be like, okay, you can either shake my hand or whoop my ass. And then he'll just look at you straight up, and you be like, well, I ain't gonna fight you. It's like, you shake his hand. He's like, all right, that's it. That's it. That's his whole philosophy. Shake my hand or whoop my ass.
Have you dealt with somebody like that?
Yeah, plenty of people. Like that. They don't deal with me per se, but I got some crazy friends. Bro. I got friends that ain't here because they crazy. Like, I'm talking about in life, but it just is what it is. They do what they do. But I'm like, I'm the funny guy. But they also know me as, somebody that fights all the time too. So